Black and White remake games are not necessary. And honestly, they would probably hurt the Unova region much more than they would help it. Now, let's start off at the beginning. Upon release, Pokemon Black and Pokemon White were easily some of the most controversial Pokemon games ever. The Unova region was filled with quote-unquote bad designs, and the games were basically a soft reset to the entire franchise. And I'll be honest with you, I was a huge hater of these games, and I didn't actually play them till many years later on. But yes, after peeling back all the unnecessary hate, these games are amazing, and they've aged so well. Many argue that Generation 5 is the last great gen of Pokemon ever. So then, why wouldn't they just want to remake these games with modern technology? Well, if you would have asked me that question 3 years ago, I would have said, oh definitely they need to. These games would be amazing on a console as powerful as the Switch. But now, no way. Especially after the disgrace that was Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I mean, Gamefreak has cut corners before, but never have they ever been this lazy. They outsourced these games to ILCA, which I believe stands for I Like Crappy Animations. And yeah, they went on to produce some of the worst games ever. It was total disrespect to all us longtime Pokemon fans. So knowing this, we're all hoping that Pokemon doesn't massacre the Unova region. It's the slice of life things in these games that make them so special. The seasons, the hidden grottos, the world tournaments, and that's just to name a few. But I'd be willing to bet that a good 70% of these special features and details would get cut out of the remakes. So yes, not having the Unova region get straight up disrespected by Gamefreak and ILCA is the main reason for these remakes to not be necessary. Also, all 4 of the Unova games are polished and very up to date with modern standards, with the exception of 3D models. Although, that may be for the better, considering the animated Gen 5 sprites are worlds better than some of the modern models. The past games were mostly remade for cosmetic and or systemic reasons. The Kanto games were remade to help bring Kanto Pokemon over to Hoenn in the 3rd generation. The Gen 2 games were remade as they were nearly unplayable without the physical special split. The Gen 3 games were remade to help expand on the epic lore that surrounded Generation 6. And the Gen 4 games got remade because of the incredibly slow engine Diamond and Pearl ran on. But all the Unova games all run well and efficiently. So in my humble, unbiased, hopefully non-offensive opinion, remakes for these games are not needed. Instead of remakes for Generation 5, what we need is a Legends Kyurem game. Yup, give us that original Dragon storyline, with the Truth vs. Ideals brothers going at it and seeing their clash. And hey, maybe even a primal original Team Plasma or something like that. We saw the success both financially and critically of the Legends Arceus games, and there's just as much lore behind Kyurem in the Unova region. Alright guys, well that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. And also comment your thoughts on if a Generation 5 remake games are necessary. Or would you rather see something like a Legends Kyurem game? Thanks guys and have a great day.